Hi, hello there. Holy shit, how unorthodox. It is not the middle of the fucking morning, and I'm logging in. So, figure why not. So, not early morning streaming with Balatro. It's medium night streaming with Balatro. I guess some places in the world it's early morning, just nowhere that I'm at. As promised, or even as threatened, I continue to just focus on unlocking, probably making for some of the least engaging content imaginable, because this type of game, it's at least fun to watch the numbers get bigger. The numbers get big. They get bigger and they get bigger and they bigger. The sounds, it makes sounds, right? You get the Skinner box, and it's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. And I'm like not doing that. Instead, I'm like digging deep into like the recesses of the couch cushions of this game to pull out what little trinkets have fallen down there. That is to say, we have a couple jokers remaining, 3 jokers remaining, 2 vouchers we want to upgrade, and there's really not a whole lot we can do to affect all of those. They're just kind of appear when they appear, especially the last legendary joker, Canio, which is to say, this son of a bitch right here, which we know what it is, right? Because we've gotten it. We just got it in a challenge run, so that doesn't count. You got to get it in an unseeded round for it to count. We have 2 other unlocked, or 2 other locked, I should say. Unlocked. Yeah, that's right the first time. Locked but unlocked but not discovered. One of these I know what it is, right? It's Cavendish, which you get after Gros Michel, and I have no idea what the other one is. Presumably, and hopefully, it's one that we have identified for our goals all the way up in the corner there, which either getting a deck under 20 cards or having 5 vouchers by ante 4, because those are achievements, right? And so they gotta be tied to something. And then also the vouchers leveled up, paintbrush and hieroglyph, right? So if we see them, we buy them, and then hopefully get some money. Been playing as the anaglyph deck to get the double tags, so that if a tag comes up that's something like, hey, get a spectral deck, right? Which is what we need for the legendary joker, or to have a shot at it, we can maybe open 8 packs of them. And then not use it strategically in the game to like make it easier to play or to get a higher score. It's just squirreling them away to kind of capriciously use them in a desperate attempt to get like these last couple things we need. And the same thing's true with there's a tag that'll get you more vouchers, right? So if we can buy hieroglyph and or even maybe both paintbrush at the same time, we can go in there and buy them and be done with that. And then, I don't know, transition to something. Like I said, I've been focusing on getting the collection to 100%, and haven't really stats, not collection, stats. Right, haven't really decided what after that. Collection plus is to get a gold sticker on all of the decks, and maybe I'll at least try to get the gold sticker on one deck, but I'm not going to try to do that while I'm trying to get these jokers and the vouchers. That's just fucking nightmare fuel, right? For a myriad of reasons. As you do those upgraded stakes, the jokers become prohibitively expensive, right? Like we might see the joker we needed. Hey, great. Or the card against the joker we needed, but we have no slots because they're all permanent. We can't sell, right? Or we might find a voucher we need, but it's gotten so expensive we can't buy it. So yeah, fuck that, man. That's too much going on. So once I do this, then maybe we'll get the gold sticker, and then that'll be most of the achievements except for getting all the gold stickers on every deck, and I don't know, maybe. And then there's getting a gold sticker on every joker, to which I've already kind of said I don't think I'm doing that. I know there's dudes out there doing that they're better men than I. Like in the game, in the current state, it's a great game, but with them not letting you like select the jokers you want to see during the run, fuck that, right? Like, how many times are you gonna have to play on that nasty gold stake to make sure you see every joker once, and then like assemble a run that's going to be sufficiently good enough to clear the gold level final anti-8 boss blind? And again, you can't control when you see these. Like, they're just gonna show up when they show up. So yeah, I don't think that. So yeah, at that point in time, I don't know. We'll figure out what we're going to do as far as video games are concerned, but that's the stated goal. So that's 5 minutes of bullshit. But the other thing I threatened to do is to make the stream a little bit more interesting, is to kind of like do, I don't know, call it some pre-game, right? It's a little upfront foreplay. And I've gotten, a deck at least to a point in time where we can make some progress, right? So ante 7, it's pretty far in. Round 13, a little bit of money, and I've 1.7 million is at best hand. It's not a world beater, but what we can do is get Cavendish. Hooray! We haven't discovered it yet, so we can swap that in there. Right now we have Oops All Sixes, which I'm using to bolster up a negative Bloodstone, right? So that's now a guaranteed 1.5 for every heart played, and we got our good friend Hanging Chad to rerun the first card twice. And then Throwback is here at 2.75, and Holograms here at 3.25, and we have an empty slot, so in goes Cavendish. We've gotten a Joker. So now, if I can maybe chase down a voucher or two on this run, or maybe there's a stream. This run is about over. Feeling good about life, about making progress. But yeah, I at least took this to a point where I was hoping to see either a Soul Spectral card, or in this case I just saw Cavendish, and so I stopped and sat on it for about a day, and then now we're playing. With me? Sounds good. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we'll just keep going and see what we can make of this. I gotta try to remember how our deck is formatted. I've been powering up the hearts, but we really don't have an enormous number of them, right? There's more hearts, but it's not like whack job crazy. There's like no red seals, so this isn't going to be anything in the high numbers. There's like one glass card, so it's not going to be an amazing run. But hey, they've got a couple X malts, and Oops All Sixes is messing with Cavendish a little, so now it's a 2 in 1,000 chance instead of 1 in 1,000 chess. So 1 in 500 it's not too bad. We could assume that this is a heart, but we got no reason to make that assumption. So what we're going to do is simply discard these cards. That's a heart, because it's a wild card, and just try to progress our hand until we have all hearts. A lot of face cards today, though. All right, so here's 5 hearts. This seal does us no good. We'll go ahead and make this one lucky. Right, you can do it on 2, but we'll take what we got. I don't think it can be Lucky and Wild. Again, a fantastic arcade game. If you ever see Lucky and Wild, play that shit. It's a driving game / light gun game. The two great tastes that taste great together. We need 70,000. I think from previous experiences, that's not going to be very difficult here. The only real question is, do we want to re-trigger the lucky card 3 times and a chance to get to 20, right? Because it's going to trigger 3 times. Or do we just go ahead and trigger the 7 3 times and get a guaranteed 12? We'll get the guaranteed 12. Well, it's now doubled, so right, so it's a 2 in 5 chance, so it's a 50-50. I'm sure there's math there I can do, right? So it averages out to be 6. Right. Something like that. Yeah, so we'll play it. There's 120, so it was worthwhile. Yeah, 1.8 million. So 70,000 wasn't that difficult. Not overly difficult, at least. Acrobat, 3x on the last hand. Well, we're already kind of doing 3x, so he doesn't quite run with us. Lusty Joker, though. +3 on the heart, though. Would be wonderful if we could get it in here, but right now, Oops All Sixes is making this 1.5 happen. So I would love to get that in there. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? But we can't. We need a negative. Cryptid, Talisman, Purple Seal. I suppose Cryptid's going to be the answer with the 7, right? That makes the most amount of sense. And those add cards to our deck, right? So now he's at 375, which is good. We have the money. We'll take a quick reroll to see what we can get. Good chance of us getting 4 of a kind. You know, Droll Joker, again, flushes. That would be nice, but nowhere to put it. We would need a negative Joker for it to really make sense. Card Sharp would be great. I don't think I'd take him over any of these dudes right now, because he only triggers on the second hand. So, yeah. One more. Answer is no. All right, we could use our Mega Arcana pack. Get 3 of those. How could that help us? Not really, if I'm being completely honest. Skipping it, though, would be nice to power up Throwback. Get him to 3 as well. So we'll take these packs and we'll use our double tags, even though nothing in here is going to really make or break our life. Maybe we'll get Wheel of Fortune and maybe one of these will change. That could be useful. Hierophant the Fool. The last thing we used was the level up 4 of a kind. Justice will make a glass card. Sure. We'll have a glass card. And then we can use Fool to make another glass card. He'll hang out up there. And our next pack of cards. Judgment doesn't do us any good. Temperance, $19 is not a bad idea. A wild card, also not a bad idea. We'll do both. So we'll make this king a wild king. And we'll use Temperance for a little bit of money. And then for the last one, Chariot for Steel would be good. Judgment doesn't do us any good. Magician doesn't do us a ton of good. Because we want to be changing up our hearts, and they're already both spoken for, so we'll make this a steel card. And then we'll go ahead and we'll use Lovers again, and we'll make this 10. Make it wild. All right. 3, 3, 7, 5, 3. This winds up being what? 1.5 times 5, which is at least 7 1/4, but since each one, it's like actually stacks up on each other, so it's actually more than that, right? What is that? 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5, right? 11.39 or something like that. So it's big, as long as we're throwing out hearts. We'll play this hand because the rare Joker isn't going to do us any good unless it's negative. And there's no guarantee it'll be negative. Discard everything that's not a heart, because we don't need it if it ain't a heart. We'll throw this one away. Get a free tarot card. The tower is all but useless. We'll sell it for money. See how we can improve our lot in life. Yeah. We'll go ahead and make him a glass card as well. Put him at the end. So if maybe all of these trigger and the glass will come through, that'll be a big deal. In theory, we should save that for the boss, but we don't actually care if we clear this or not. That's not the point. The point is unlocking shit. 12 million. So with a glass card in there, 12 million is attainable. Temperance, that's free money. Death is always a good card to have. And I guess the way we're going, we might as well spend the $10 for seed money. I mean, no reason not to. Probably should have done it last round. Quads. Quads is simple. Get a reroll and another reroll. Blueprint. Blueprint would be amazing. Do we now blueprint? If we blueprint, is it better to blueprint than to run Hanging Chad to have it go through twice? Because now there's no reason that Bloodstone has to be here. He can be in the left spot. Usually what winds up happening is you get yourself in a situation where your X malts, they got to be all the way to the right? So they're happening last. Bloodstone can be early. So he can go again and put him last. We'd have to sell like Hanging Chad, because I think Oops All Sixes is making this really happen. So I think the answer to that is yeah. And if it isn't, then I just screwed up and then it's a video game. Who cares? We're good. All right, disable one random Joker every hand. It's welcome to do so. It's disabling hologram. Let's hold on to the gold card, though. See if we can get a little bit of money out of this. Got that 10. I'm fine with this. Put the 8 last. Guaranteed to run. Bing, 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 bing. That's could be another 7.5 at the end, at the very. Well, no, he's gonna go as they play, right? But still, that's still gonna be good. Go, off you go. Oh, blueprint copies to the right. How silly of me. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking of brainstorm that copies to the left. Doesn't matter. We're still fine. Sure. Redeem. Here's our Mega Spectral Pack. Can we possibly get Soul? We did not get Soul. The same way I was born, I got no Soul. Creates a rare Joker, sets the money to 0. Most certainly not. Adds 4 number cards would help hologram significantly, but aura is good too, so we can luckily do both, right? So let's first destroy our cards. We lost that 7. We're sad to see it go, but now we can get this here ace and then make it perhaps polychrome. Holographic's fine. Holographic's fine. Holographic is okay. This, yeah, I mean, but destroys all of the Jokers, so it creates a random copy. It can't be negative. It's too late for that. Add 3 more. That'll make hologram happy. So sure, take whatever you want. Give us more, and we're good. A couple rerolls. Make sure it's nothing we want. Justice glass card, sure. And 220. This should be nothing. Plus 3 hand size. We're not worried about. All right. Let's get a 5th heart in here. These are all hearts now. Now it's going to copy. So now that I've done it right, is it more than it was before? I mean, it should be a lot more. 10 million, right? Okay. I think it was like 7. It was 12 when we had like a glass card in there, so that's fine. Luchador is fantastic. Acrobat is pointless. At least right now with what we got. I mean, 3 is nothing. We are playing a lot of flushes. Thank you for asking. So we'll take the flush. Magician, sure. Rocket, no. Tower, no. Star, no. No. Next round. Uncommon Joker, we're fine. We'll hold on to our double tag as long as we can. Throw out everything that is not a heart. Okay, if you haven't caught on to that right now, that's sort of what we're doing. That heart's here, and that's a cool one, so we're going to go ahead and avail ourselves of... Would we rather this be glass than lucky is the only question I have for us. In theory, glass is cooler. But, you know, it can always break. So we'll just keep it lucky. So use death. Replaces the left card with the right. Left over the right. Right? Left over right. Right? Replaces the left into the right. Off they go. Now let's see what this is. Get these ones that have a little bit of bonus to them. What are we getting into now? Again, it's not going to be enormous. It's not going to be like the E numbers. Right? But it's going to be okay. Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E. Did I hear gambling? You did not. If you did, you heard wrong. I mean, it's a video game. It's fake. It's about as real as fake gambling gets. Does the dice affect the chance of a glass card being broken? Yes. It do. So that's sort of the other, you know, problem with it. It increases all odds whether you want them to or not. So like Cavendish is now a 2 in 1,000. You hate dice now? Well, it's doing this for Bloodstone, right? So Bloodstone is a 2 in 2 chance, which I haven't done the math on it. Like I didn't bust out Excel. But I believe that's going to facilitate us nicely. But yeah, it's a trade-off. That's how Balatro is. It's all one giant fucking monkey paw, right? Like you, even if you get like which one is it? Which the voucher that's the discount for sales, right? It makes stuff cheaper. That includes the cards that you sell. Like so, the price of your Jokers go down too. So it's always a monkey paw, man. Nothing is free. Converts all to a single rank, -1 hand size. No. Converts them all into a single suit. We only have 1 heart in here, and we'd like to get hearts. I don't think that'll impact our wild cards, though. That's the only thing I don't want to do. Yeah, I noticed that the hard way. So this is a dice roll if we can get technically 3 hearts, 4 not hearts. I don't know if it. I don't know. That's the thing. Is the sigil make it not be wild anymore? That's my only. So it's Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E. Hi. Thanks for joining, by the way. I wasn't trying to be dismissive of your gambling. But I'm not necessarily going for high scores here, if you didn't tell from the stream title. I'm just trying to unlock shit. I'm down to... I'll update my little bug in the corner. I need 2 more Jokers. And I need 2 more vouchers to have hit 100% collection. So... a lot of the moves I'll be doing right now are kind of... Oh, you knew? Good. I just want to make sure, like, people come in and, like, you know, why did you do that? Well, it doesn't really matter. The only thing you knew was you had 3 Jokers worth $80. And, yeah. Oh, you did? Yeah. Because a multiplier for all the worth of all the Jokers. Yeah. That's not gift. It's, Swashbuckler? Swashbuckler. Let's see if this works. Let's find out. Let's uncover something. Let's find something else. Reroll. Buy and use. All right. High card. Next round. All right. 220. We should be fine. I'm not overly scared. I'm outside the club and they think I'm a punk. So I go for my loaded Tech 9 that's up in the trunk. I told a motherfucker I ain't ever scared. All right. Steel card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's it worth? With a steal, is that 60 million or 45 million or wait, 14? Last time was a lot higher. That's a lot of lucky 7s. Yeah, we want to sort of stacking deep on lucky 7s. I started this run the other day because I felt real bad. I had 2 or 3 of like my regular viewers watching. And it was a whole lot of me just playing like garbage. And like I felt bad. And then at the very, very, very end, I actually got another voucher. And so like they're, yay, we did it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to get this sort of set up initially to where I'm about to accomplish something. And then if, you know, they can always watch the VOD and see, oh, great, he got Cavendish, right? I clicked buy. It wasn't a fucking accomplishment. But so I don't remember how I got all of them. It was the other day, and I was kind of in a daze, just like, dear God, show me something I need to buy. So I must have done something to get them though. Arcana. Probably a lot of deaths. Speaking of death, hell yeah. Get ye this 9. 1 is still good. That's why I keep debating. So yeah, it's now a 2 and 4 chance to destroy the card, right? Just to kind of prove that point. That didn't need proved. But we'll just go ahead and make another one of them aces. Because that ace is good. We like that ace. The sun. Welcome. Leave you wild, though. That's fine. Yeah. Sure. We'll take telescope. It'll get us more flush cards. Nope. Unless it's negative, I'm not really going to slot anything in there right now. So we need 1.1 million, which we're not aware of. 2 and 7 cards get Sean face down to see the wheel. Fucking Bloodstone. Reroll the boss blind, but again, if we fucking smash against the ground right now, I don't think I care a ton. We start another round and we embrace imperfection, right? Wabi Sabi, man. We went to Japan and did kintsugi, right, where you get the broken ceramics and you repair it with gold. Took a class on it, right? It's dope, and that's sort of like part of what they kind of go over. Really sweet girl taught us a lesson, but yeah, embrace the imperfection. Don't try to hide it. It is what it is. In fact, you take a little file and you kind of bevel the edges a little bit, so you even like enhance the imperfection, right, to make it so it kind of stands out. So let's embrace our imperfections, right? You know, because we're all just lonely people. While I'm at it, I guess you can go ahead and be a glass card. I don't care. You're nothing special at that 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's that worth in this economy? Yeah, it was interesting. I do recommend it. If anyone watches, you ever get to Japan, take one of them classes. I think it was like 25, 30 bucks. It wasn't a lot of money. Good, an afternoon, and felt good about ourselves. Gains 0.75 for every glass card that is destroyed. Could have been good. Japan can't, I'll tell you this, Japan can be expensive though. Depends on where you are in the world, assuming that you're from the Anglosphere somewhere. That would be the US, UK, Canada, New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand. Australia, and other parts of the world. It can be, but I'll tell you this, when you get there, in some aspects, some parts of it become so cheap that it's like astonishing. We are, my wife and I, we are not rich people. We are, you know, just we're not wealthy, but like, you know, don't have kids, so we can travel on hobbies, right? But yeah, when we got there, you do wind up spending, you know, we spent like $1,400, $1,500 per ticket to get there, right? I think it was something like that. It might have been like $1,200 per ticket. So yeah, $2,400, $2,300, $2,500 to get there. Then we get there. This is the first time we went there. I think it was $2,200 for both of us. It was $1,100. It was fantastic. We rented an apartment through Airbnb in Tokyo and Osaka. The Airbnbs are registered as hotels, so they're inspected by the hotel inspectors, right? That's no different. Had an apartment to ourselves, a nice little apartment, clean, right? Toilet, shower, even had a washer so we could wash our clothes. We were there for a couple weeks. It was $32 a night for the hotel, right? For the apartment. Had an elevator, quiet, $32 a night. And then most meals, I struggled to pay like more than, we'll say, $10 US for. Last time we went, my wife and her aunt, her mother's twin sister, so I have like a mother-in-law and a semi-mother-in-law because they're twins, went to a restaurant, got steak, Wagyu steak, 3 orders of Wagyu steak. I had 2 beers. We had salad and rice and something else, and it was, I shit you not, it was a grand total of like $49. And I can even tell you exactly where it is if anyone wants to go. Morishita, we were down in Morishita, right near Ryogoku in Tokyo. What's the Maizomo line? If you get all the way to the top of the Maizomo line, there's a can't remember, I'd have to Google it, but there's like a shopping mall, and there on the top floor there's a little steak restaurant. $48, something like that. 2 beers, 3 Wagyu steaks. Delicious. We brought cash, and yes, we did get real wasabi, and it's dope. We brought cash, not like a lot, like I think that first week we had like, you know, $1,000 cash, and I actually had to have a brief moment with my wife where I'm like, we're not spending money fast enough. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, we're gonna wind up taking yen back home. So then, like, at one point in time, she wound up getting a yukata, like a nice, like a cotton kimono. Like, so it's hard to spend money. You go to get a drink and it's 80 cents at the vending machine, right? You go to get food and it's like $3 or $4. Yes, it costs a lot of money to get there, but once you're there, you can spend like $10 a day and eat well. And it was amazing. Here, pause real quick. Give me a second. For context, because I do like video games, and I do kind of collect video games, a copy of Yoshi's Cookie. Not the best Yoshi's game, but it's better than Yoshi, for the Famicom. Complete in box, with everything, right? This says 10% off, and it says 900 yen, which at current exchange rate, as of today, is $6. This was actually 50% off, so this was $3, right? And this is not like an exception. This is just like, if you go to hard off, you go to soft off. You can even, I keep seeing these videos about like, man, retro games are dead in Japan. You can't get them anywhere. Go to fucking hard off and soft off. It was $3, and it's a good game, and it's in perfect condition. Cheapest place you were at was Bulgaria, where a fresh steak would cost $14. Ikanari steak. It's a chain throughout Japan. You can get a steak for like $10 easily, and it's not bad steak. We went to Yapari Steak, which is a chain out of Okinawa. We went in Sendai. It was better than I like that better than Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in America. I thought it was actually better than that. And I think for, again, 3 of us, 2 beers, green tea, 3 steaks around, rice, salad bar that all comes with it. Green tea or soft drinks, I can't remember what my wife had. $32, $38. So $14, not even ahead. At any rate, back to video games. But yes, in conclusion, I would encourage people. The trip to Japan is expensive. It is soul destroying. Like I'm in Pittsburgh, so it's like 19 hours, and you're ready to die. It's not as bad as going to Australia. I've been to Australia. Australia was worse. Australia, I was rooting for the plane to go down. I'm like, this flight just needs to fucking end. Either put us on the ground one way or another, because I can't handle this shit no more. It's 19 hours. It's brutal. But once you're there, there's nothing like it. It's just the best. You never visit any other steakhouse in Germany. They're way too expensive. Oh, are you German? I didn't know that. I usually throw out a guten Morgen, guten Tag. My German is horrible. The only I spoke 3 languages last time we were in Japan. I got my English, my Japanese, and my German, and they're all bad, including my English. But I actually had a chance to use my pidgin German. Got on the elevator with some Germans, trying to get up to was that Mac Japan? I think is where. Yeah, I think it was Mac Japan maybe. And it's like Sieben bitte. Dankeschön. Yeah, and you're too afraid that they're frozen. Guten Spaten Abend. Gomen nasai. So. All right. Back to the game. So yes, that's Japan. Deja vu. Yep, on the red seal on the glass card, 100%. You always do that. That is the best thing to do. Red seal on the glass queen. It's a diamond, but we'll fucking make that work. We'll find a way to make that work. But again, if this run just sort of falls apart, we don't care. We'll start another one. Guten Abend. All right. Let's see what Emperor is holding. He's holding on to the Fool, which is another Emperor, which is always good. So it's always good to keister that up. And then we'll use Hierophant bonus cards, and we'll use the Emperor again. Any chance we can catch a death? We do not have a death. So we'll run with what we got. Take the bonus cards over the Wild Queen. The Wild Queen is nice, but it's not going to do us anything at all here. 42 million. Respectable, but, not in the right home about. So Super Ultra Mega Pokemon, where are you in Deutschland? What are we talking about? You in Baden? Where are we in Bavaria? Oh, ballot. Lower Saxony. Okay, cool. Yes, I am familiar. Never been. 8-ball, Hanging Chad. Now, what we have here, it's hard to justify getting it. I like Hanging Chad, but it's a hard reason to slot that in. 2 and 7 cards get drawn face down. That'll happen, and we will just deal with it. Lovers can help us, and Magician can help us with face down cards. We just got to be diligent about it, right? So this is a heart, so these are hearts. We don't have to worry about flipping it over. We know that's a heart. It's only 1 million. We know this is more. We can just go ahead and throw them out. See, heart. Bum, 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 bum. 21 million. Could be better, could be worse. All right. Almost the mascot of the channel, right? Fortune teller. You see him spinning around the background. Nowhere to put him in. If it was a negative fortune teller, we could talk. I'll take the blank voucher because if we can get antimatter, then we can. If we get antimatter, then I feel like we're in a strong position. If we can catch something like mime or something that re-triggers. It's just like I got a re-triggery feeling going on. 14 million, no repeat hand types this round. We should clear 14 with one flush, so we're not overly worried about it. We're not going to use our skips, even though we'd love the power-up throwback. We're not going to waste our double tags on $75. It's pointless at this juncture of the game. No point. We can always turn that ace into a wild card, but we'll save these until we need these. This is looking for something necessito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play it. We'll take our gold. Take our gold and go home. All right. Cool. 30 million. We just have to do something similar to that against the boss, and we'll be fine. Flush. We're always going to see these flushes. We don't worry about the blind. It took 12 runs to realize how important tarot cards are and plant cards. Oh, yeah. I designed this background after playing the demo because I knew I was going to start streaming this game because that's how much I liked it. It was impactful for me. Fun fact, lost the first 11 runs. Yeah! It's, yeah, it is. But that's I developed this just love for fortune teller because I'm like, wait, these cards do everything and then this dude rewards me for doing it? Oh my god. What more could I want? That is, you know, you got your chocolate and my peanut butter. You got my peanut butter and your chocolate. Or the German equivalent of it. I don't know. You got your hazelnut and my Ritter Sport, right? Like, it's one of those ones. Like, it's just two great things that taste great together. Oh, we've been looking for her, so hold on to her. Would rather have, rather use death on her. We want to get her to be, we got lovers. I don't think, it can't be wild and glass. Yeah, we know Ritter Sport. So the funny thing about the internet, at least I've seen it, they really present it as if like Americans don't have good chocolate. I recognize that most people don't care for the typical American chocolate of Hershey's chocolate. It's in the state I'm from, Pennsylvania, right? So like we do have it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we have Ritter Sport at Aldi's. Like that's, go get it at Aldi's. There's a lot of actually German chocolate at Aldi's. If you go to like a gas station or a convenience store or a small store, they're mostly gonna have American candy bars. But if you go to like even a moderately sized store like a Walmart that, you know, I'm you know, sure you're familiar with, you know, like a Lidl. We don't have Lidls, but something like a Lidl. They're going to have Lindt, right? They're going to have Cadbury. They'll have the UK chip. It's all there. Like I can go get a Caramello, a Cadbury dairy milk bar from the drugstore up the street, right? I always see these videos and they're like, oh, Americans, all they have is Hershey's. No, we don't. I'm in like the second biggest city in this state, right? A couple million people, but I can get you a German chocolate bar in under 20 minutes, guaranteed. Not a problem. But yeah, they have Ritter Sport there. I was actually just there the other day at Aldi's buying ground chicken and tortillas, and they also have actually a brand never heard of. It's like Schoten, Schoten, something like that. Schoten. But yeah, I never get it. I almost think it's like rage bait for me personally, where they sit there and go on about like what they don't have in America, and then they just start listing all the stuff that we do. It's like, all right, whatever. I'm fine with it. Schoten, yes, Schoten. Thank you. I didn't have my glasses on me at the time, but I wasn't familiar with the brand, but there was like a wall of it, and I'm like, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm on like a pretty restrictive diet at the moment, I probably would have got some. Because I do enjoy German chocolate. Growing up, when I was little, my neighbor was he was German. Is it really good? Highly recommend. All right, I'll get some for my wife. I can have a little bit of chocolate right now. I think they basically think I either have or developed some food allergy, so we're really trying to shake out what causes problems. Plain chocolate seems okay. It's just when you start adding like hazelnuts and all the other or wacky shit, it goes crazy. But yeah, I mean, I could get a bar of that in probably 10 minutes if I catch the lights, go up the street, Go to the Aldi's. We have Aldi's, by the way. Come back and then, yeah, done in a minute. But I'll definitely get some if you do recommend it. I don't remember seeing it before. I don't always look for the candy bar there, but in conclusion, if you ever you go on the internet and be like, Americans only have Hershey chocolate. Their chocolate tastes like vomit. We got plenty. Like, it's not a problem. Same thing with the Canadians. Americans don't have all dressed potato chips. Yeah, we do. I can go get a bag right now. We have ketchup potato chips. We do. Right? It's not as common. It's not in every store, but you can get them. They're kind of like chocolates. Sugarton? They don't. Then what do I? Hold on, let me see. I'll Google it real quick because you're taking an interest. All these So yeah, this is. I'm gonna try and bring this in here. Get a load of this hot video game action, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm 99% sure that this is the exact same package. I can be wrong, and I'm terribly sorry if anyone watches and goes, "That's not the exact package that Aldi has," right? I have. If I would lie about something, it would be something way cooler than this. Is this gonna load? Will it load a web PB? Okay, so yeah, so it's basically this, right? And then they had one that was like a peanut butter one. I almost want to say it was like a super peanut butter or something like that. Oh! I found a better one. Okay, so this is literally the package here. And I don't know if it's just like the same name bootleg or what the story is, but this is it here, coming at you. Hang tight. And even has the price. This price looks right. Okay. See this right here? This is good video game stream. If you people are watching, if you want to be a Twitch streamer, this is all you gotta do. You pull up images of chocolate and put it over top of the game that you're playing. You don't gotta go to you don't have to go on these Twitch cons or nothing like that. You just follow my lead. Yeah. So this is literally, this is what I saw. Hashtag not sponsored, not an ad. Although I am for sale, like, and cheap. Like, for real, though. But yeah, so this was it. So I remember seeing it, and I kind of walked by, like, they didn't have the pure milk chocolate. I might have grabbed if it was there, but everything else was like hazelnut and peanut butter. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what'll sit well with me. But yeah, $1.49 American, right? USD, which is, at current rates. Yeah, they are separated. I can see what you mean. I guess they're not a bar, but you were 100% right. I did walk past it pretty quickly. We had these knoppers before. I don't know. Those were pretty good. Back when I was eating stuff that had hazelnuts in it. But yeah, again, so that's $1.49, which is probably less than what a Hershey bar costs. So not only do we have German chocolate, and people hate American chocolate, I can get that cheaper than I can get an American Hershey bar. Except it's probably like $1.50 for an American Hershey bar. And the lies, internet, were better than this. Standing up for the fact that, like, yes, we have okay chocolate. It's okay to come visit us. I promise you we have chocolate. All right, put the queen last. Re-ring up the glass. Almost guarantee the break. Let's give it a whirl. We got one shot to get it in. If I was smart, I'd try to chase a steel card, though. Let's throw... Can we get a steal? Can I get a steal? We cannot get a steal. All right, cool. I could play a high card until we get I could play a high card once and then get a steal card, right? Nope, no steal cards. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be 14 million. I'd rather have steal. $331 million. Okay. That's that glass queen doing it for you. Magic Hat. Magic Hat complicates the shop, right? Because then it starts flooding it with cards that you don't necessarily want. And it's going to complicate our catching this voucher. And now these vouchers, 600 million. Maybe we can do it. I think we got a little bit lucky. If 331 is barely enough. Paradolia, everything's a face card. No. So I'm about to tell you this. We don't need Hanged Man. We're not going to use him. So we'll buy High Priestess in the meantime. Emperor is actually the secret. Are we going to use Lovers? No. So we'll buy Emperor. But we won't use him yet. Alright, we'll say that's good enough. Paradolia is nice with the Golden Mask. It sure is. Paradolia is real nice with Golden Mask, Splash, and Vampire. Then you're really after it. A bunch of Polychrome cards, no. So let's see if we can do a 300 million. In order to really facilitate that and make it worthwhile, do I have a heart card that is not currently enhanced? This one 3, this 10. So I'm going to be holding on to Magician just for that. So we'll get rid of Magician. 2 planets. We'll take High Priestess. Thank you, Flush. That's going to go a long way. And let's see what Emperor holds. Emperor holds full. Immediately use it to get another Emperor and then use another Emperor. Get Hanged Man again. We're not worried about Hanged Man. But we'll hold on to this Chariot for the Steel card. We're going to save that for the 600 million. We're not going to use that yet because we will probably need that. Except you get Boss, which every face card... Yep. Then you get... Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, you keep seeing these stories about AI and AI being like in weird states of it not being, you know, fully functional. I'm convinced that secretly, the guy who developed this Thunk, or whatever his name is, he has created a devious AI that knows exactly when to give you the boss that's going to fuck you and just dash all your hopes, or it's going to withhold one particular card that it knows. It hears, like, my microphone's on. It hears me speaking. It's processing my words and, like, running it through, like, a large language module and then determining, oh, we're going to make sure that he never sees DNA. And then at the start of the next round, it gives me DNA. Like, yeah, I guaranteed. If you did something like that where you had Midas and then Vampire and then Splash and Paradolia, you would absolutely get the boss debuff, 100%, no doubt. Enough Superstition, 3, 4, 5. Play this out. It should be 300 million. I think we've established that. We did just pop up them a little bit. Right? You're 300 million, aren't you? Right, video game? 73, that's it? Alright, we might have to use Chariot. Didn't want to. Yeah, the AA, which made people addicted to gambling in Balatro. Truth. No. Discard. No. This helps a lot. No. Discard. We have 3 hands left. Game, we have 3 hands left. You're not going to keep me from getting this flush. I'll play high card. I don't give a shit, man. Okay. Put our glass card last. We have these 2 steel cards. We need 200 million. I like our chance of catching this. Should I be copying the 575 at this point in time, though? This is so high. No, I still think doing this is right. Because it's 1.5 for each one. Which again, we did the math on that. It's like 11. If you do 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.5 is like 11. So that's still better than doing 575. Right? I don't know. I think it is. I'm approaching it as if it is. 1.3 billion. Thank you, glass card, for your sacrifice, though. Cryptid. I would have loved to have copied that glass card, though. I don't mind telling you that. But Cryptid is going to help out Hologram. And it's going to make more of this card, which is just going to be fun. He's up to 6.25. I think we'll take Magic Hat so I can just keep throwing cards in the deck, though. Astronomer would be great, but I don't know where we're going to put him in. I'm sure we'll buy you. Wheel of Fortune, buy and use. Sweet! 57. Is it? Well, that's to the 10th power, right? 1.5 to the 10th power would be 5. But there's only 5 cards, though, right? Am I doing that wrong? German precision is a very compelling argument. So do you think I actually should... But you're agreeing with me. I should copy Bloodstone, not copy... Oh, okay, yeah. 5 cards, but blueprint. Got it. Yes. So you're in agreement. Okay, yes, cool. I thought you were saying, like, wait a minute. Okay, cool. Americans are very, very susceptible to German logic. We're just like, yeah, man, he must know. Ooh, hack. Hack would be wonderful. But 7 is bigger than 5, so unlikely to happen. Okay, yes. Okay, I believe that. 575. So yes, we are better off copying that. Thank you. All right. No. Discard. No. Discard. Speaking of discard, no. And actually, let's try to get something other than German engineering at its best. You ain't lying. 2 steals, Star, Empress, Maltzna, Strength, meh. That does put us in a position where we just have to play high card. So, oh well. High card it is. Now give us a heart, damn it. Wow, video game. Video game. What a jag. I'm just not going to get a heart. I'm just not going to get a flush. That's how this round ends. This run ends because somehow... Yeah, I have 24 hearts. All right, that's better. Lucky cards, fine. This is as good as it's going to get. Hey, let's do this. Not that this matters, but we'll make this into a 7, right? And this into a king. Huh? Get a load of that. Or queen. Not a king. But it's still worth 10 chips. But hey, we bumped it up. Like that matters. Yeah, this is probably the end of the run, isn't it? So that's not going to be 450 million. We know it's not. From previous experience, it's like 100 million. Oh, and thus ends the run. I don't think there's anything we can do to save it. I mean, we can make a diamond flush. It's still a flush, but I mean, all of our magic is done through the power of this thing here. So, wow, yeah. More than half the deck is hearts, and they're just not going to give it to us. That's fine, video game. I get it. I get it. I got 1 billion and it got mad, so we'll just do it. We'll just do it. So we'll end on a bang here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Doesn't matter. None of it matters. 1.2 billion. A new high score for us. Hey, we did it. More importantly, though, we did unlock the Joker we set out to do. Right? It was sitting right there, but we did get Cavendish. Right? Here it is. Congratulations, Cavendish. So now we got to get 2 more Jokers. Zweimal Jokers. Joker Des. We need Canio, which we'll get it when we get it, right? Like, I don't know what we can do about it. And what's the last... Wait, Canio. What's the other one? What other one? Am I blind? It's ADHD. I'm going to go real slow, right? So that one is locked. Where's the undiscovered one? Not on that page. 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 This one. So I got to figure out what the hell he is. Anti-12, yeah, I did, you know, my sweet flex. I got to 12 and that was it as well. It's hard. Once you get up there, it's brutal. It's savage. I got one more round in me as I look at my watch that isn't currently on, and it's not going to tell us what we need to do. So we'll do it again. Anaglyph deck. Let's tackle it and see what we can come up with. So I've been trying to get like a baseline, a decent sort of setup to start, and then we can start collecting anaglyph tags to try and burn on spectral. Again, another one where like a lot of these runs are ending where I have like 8, 9, 10 double tags and just never got anything to spend it on. We'll take the free double tag. We'll play through this hand. Pairs are better is always good when you start. So 2 pairs. Jacks are better, usually good, but we'll play with this 9 and a 3. That's perfectly fine. Guess it's part of the way to a straight flush. All right, we got a flush. We got a straight, but not a straight flush. 4, 5, 6, 8. So we can try and chase the 6, I guess. We didn't discard any 6s. No, we did not. So gut shut draw. Always a good idea to throw cards at it. But we'll take that 2 pair, kings and 8s. And now we got to get a straight or a flush, or otherwise it's all for naught. Almost a straight, the wheel, as we like to call it. 4, 5, 6, 7, ace 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just not good enough. We can keep our straight draw too, though. And then now we have to ban our straight draw, and we have to go all in for this heart. Give me a heart. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 250 with any luck. 280. So we're safe. Nothing is fucked. Nothing is fucked yet. We'll take our cheap pack of cards, though. And we'll most likely take that priestess. Hanging Chad, let's go. Flushes, let's go. Quads, not as much. Over the spectral pack? Yeah, over the spectral pack. We got to get ourselves somewhat established here. The spectral pack is just there to screw us. Spectral pack is a red herring. Always was. And ring up the king multiple times. Alright, where are we at now? Suits. Straight draw, flush draw. Somewhat strong on spades, but not quite. But we'll go for it. Stronger on spades than we are on diamonds. Speaking of diamonds, there's our diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ace multiple times. Ace, 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 ace. And there you go, 700. Okay. Let's see what's our new blinds. The blinds we are currently dealing with are Mega Celestial Pack, Standard Pack, no to both. Hack, we love Hack. Hack and Ballot is fun. It's a good combination. We just got to start enhancing those cards, which we can't do right now. Mega Celestial Pack, we will ignore it. We'd rather have our double tags. That heart flush looks tempting. None of these are hackable. This 6 and this 5. That 5 is. But we'll see if we can get maybe a low heart. That 5. That 5 is what we're looking for. All right. 5. Queen. 10, 10, 10. Flush. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 4 times. Could be better. Could be worse. But if we can get some of those low cards enhanced. Glass 2s, glass 4s, glass 3s. Kind of like what we were doing before with all those wacky 7s. Get glass polychrome 5s, and then we'll break this fucking game in half. Over our knee. Aces does not play really well with Hack. It does okay with Hanging Chad, because every time an ace is scored, so you can do ace multiple times. So, we'll start with $3 to get $5. Takes us to $10, right? And then we'll take, because we need something. We are, this is not a good Joker arrangement, right? So, important thing is both sides of the equation. You want blue term, and you want the red term. You want both, blue and red, blue and red. You want chips and malt. We are only malt, and usually you want, like, you can have like one meta Joker that's not impacting the score either way. We got these dudes. They kind of help, but not tremendously, right? So this is not a good lineup initially. but it is early days yet. The 2 pairs, 5s and 4s, in theory would go well with these guys. But we did level up flush. And that would break up my club flush draw, so... And potential straight flush draw. Not that I think we're going to get the straight flush, but it is there. Right? It's there to be had. 2, 4 for hack purposes. Queen, 9, 6. Queen multiple times. Off we go. All right. How many spades? Spades are a little bit soft, but, you know, we got no choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully it's 1,200. Get that 8s first. Thank you, Scholar. All right, takes us to what? Pair, no. Smiley face, maybe, but I honestly would like chips right now. We'll go ahead and spoil ourselves on a standard pack. Do we have anything that's... See, again, the 7. That Red Seal 7. Why can't that be a Red Seal 5? That would be so much nicer. I'm not going to ignore the Red Seal, though. You can't. We'll save the money. First hand is drawn face down. AKA, first hand is just discarded. I don't play that game. All right. Takes us to what now? 2 pair, all hackable cards, so what's that worth? Probably not enough, but we can use it as like a pseudo discard here. 124. Trips that would help us get a full house if we could get another card, but we'll go ahead and we'll chase that heart. That 7 would be good, but we can't use it right now. So we'll play out 7 high. Just to get rid of it. And then there's our flush. And this run is probably over because we don't have enough malt unless it's an ace. Which we never got. We never got our ace. So thus ends this run. Start another one. You'll have that. There's nothing we can do about it. No for that. No for you. And no for you. Nope, we don't have the money for the voucher. That would have been great last run. And then we're playing this one no matter what. So, boss blind, uncommon joker, we're playing it no matter what. Just because life has to go on. Aces and 10s. Absolutely on the first one. No reason not to. Straight draw, bit of a flush draw. My problem is the line between too greedy and not greedy enough is way too thin. Yeah, I mean, it's hubris, right? Like it's like I've said before, if only both history and literature throughout mankind could worry or warn us about the risk of hubris. It's just, you know, why aren't there any more stories about it? It's only the most common form of demise in all of humankind. It'll be the undoing of us in the future, as it has been in the past. But yeah, totally. Now, if I could only say that more eloquently, it might make sense. We'll play the flush over the straight because let's favor the flush. Side note, I hate flushes. Like I really feel like it kind of messes with the game a lot. Gros Michel, not anymore. Now that I got Cavendish, I'm probably never going to grab him again. Bloodstone's fantastic. But, like, right now, is it? What does that give us for our sale price? So we'll hold on to her for the moment. And sell her when we get this free uncommon joker. If we get the free uncommon joker. But now we are favoring these heart flushes yet again. There's a theme here. 1, 2. Oh, damn near a straight flush. Dare we go for it? Yeah, why not? Sure. Nope. All right. 2, 3, 4. Nope. 6. Nope. Yeah, it's like they're trying to tell me something, but I don't know what it is. Hey, there it goes. Gets us where we gotta go. Let's get our free uncommon joker. And then possibly use Temperance then. Bootstraps. We're going to be spending money, though, so Could be better, but that'll give us a free $6. Yeah, we'll use it now. That way we'll open up this Arcana pack. And the Sun is exactly the card we were looking for. Bootstraps is good. It's just... It's hard to save money. It's just so hard. The Ace and the Kings. Surely. Alright, so we'll save our money so we get this. So at least we have... Because right now, the Bloodstone is multiplying nothing, right? Like, it's... At least give it something to multiply. Because we haven't leveled up our hands or nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw it away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw it away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it's trips. Throw it away. Heart Flush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 800. Guaranteed. Don't even have to do the math. Guaranteed 800. All right. High card, no. Blue chips, 100%. Okay, so in theory, by my... I don't watch the meta. Like, I've seen people play occasionally. It's not really my thing. But by what I kind of practicing what I preach, this is stable, right? A little bit of chip, you know, plus malt, X malt. Stability. Stability is acquired. The $4 we can spend without impacting bootstraps, right? Because it'll only take us to 10. So we'll go ahead and we'll spend the 4. Do we get another sun? Nope. Death, though. We can use death to make more hearts. That is correct. Left over right converts to left into right. Left into right. Always repeat it. Always repeat it. Yes. Building a contract of success. That is how I live my life. You know, not just playing this game, but every step of the way. I am here to succeed. Holographic in theory, I would do that under normal circumstances, but right now we are just hoarding. So we'll hoard. By the way, also, blue chip, blue joker, right? Bootstraps, pretty good. They measure 2 different things, which is balanced, but you know, you can also get all in and whatever joker it is that you get for... You get chips for the number of cards you have. Or chips you have for the dollars you have. What is the bowl, right? Bootstraps and bowl kind of work together great, too, because they feed into each other. 1900. Dun, dun, dun. So can we do 3200? We need a different joker. I mean, it's not going to help. Seltzer will help get us there, but, you know, Gluttonous will not. So this is a rental. With this, we will clear this boss, but he's not here for a long time. He's here for a short time. But we'll get 3,200 now. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it rip. There you go. But you know, he's on his way out. The downside with Seltzer is he doesn't disable. He disappears. So if you're not paying attention, side note, I won't be, he'll just disappear. So you're better off selling him when he's down to 1 hand, but I don't pay attention. I kind of hate ice cream, if I'm being completely honest. All right. Soul! Okay. The first soul card of this endeavor is here. I feel like we have to try to summon. So, all right, come on, Canio. We want Canio. Let's go. Just think Canio. 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 Right? Not Perkio. Right? Canio. Not, was it? Not Tybalt. Canio. Fuck! Perkio! I'm thinking I should have gotten... We got Perkio. Now, Perkio is a magical card, right? Especially with what we have right now. We have the Emperor. So it's gonna start... He's gonna start working immediately. But Perkio is not who we were looking for. So he can start making copies of the Fool. That will make copies of the Emperor. Right? If I let it. So, it's a great card. It's just not what we wanted. So now we have a negative fool, right? And now we have the Emperor as well. We could keep making copies of Temperance. Is also an option. We'll use Wheel of Fortune. Hey, it worked. Infinite Jupiter run. Yeah. We can keep getting a ton of Jupiters. We're also going to keep our eyes peeled for our hieroglyph we weren't before to go back around, right? But, yep, we'll see. We'll just have to wait for the right card. We'll use Temperance now. We won't copy Temperance. We won't copy it. We'll keep Negative Fool. And then, yep. Perkio's a great card, don't get me wrong. It's just... I want a Canio, man. Nothing like whining. That also makes for just great television. I'm not going to ignore the full house, even though we get paid on our flushes. Right, this money's going to help with this. This should be 2,000. We should be fine. We should be fine. Oh, yeah. It's great we saw it. Don't get me wrong. Hunt real quick for Jupiter. There's a voucher that gives you one. Yes. What is that? Astronomer? No, that's a celestial bike. Satellite. That's $1. Yes, there is one that I don't remember which one it is, but yes, there is one that gives you. It converts whatever you have into 1.5. I don't even think it's just planets. I think it's everything, isn't it? You might be right. None of these are it. Supernova. I'll know it when I see it. Him. Constellation. That's planet card is used. No, there's one that's when it's in your collection. Constellation would be good too, though. Where the fuck is it? Gonna drive me nuts until I find it. Gonna drive me nuts until I find it. There is one though. What the hell is it? I'm probably just blind and not seeing it. I don't know what it is, but you are right. There, I swear to God, there is one. Oh, it is a voucher, yeah. You know, I saw you say that and it didn't register. So that's just me being dumb again. Yep, observatory is what we're talking about. Sorry. You said voucher. No, you're right. It was, yes. Yes. I'm stupid at times. Atami ga worried, right? My brain is not good. Ich bin Dumpfkopf. Eine Dumpfkopf. Seltzer is not around for a long time. He's here for the short time. We might as well swap him out for Wee Joker, even though we don't have a lot of twos. Lucky you haven't seen the customer I had today. What, did you have a bad one? Right. Jupiter? No Jupiter. Ooh, there's Bull though. Fuck Wee Joker. Here we go. Now we're talking. All right. Mega Arcana pack. We'll take it. Because you... Anything? Cool. We'll take it. What are we trying to get into? Hearts here? Yeah, hearts. So, neither of you. You can be an ace and you can be a king. How about that? Many bad ones. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I have been there. I'm lucky I don't have to deal with customers as much as maybe I once had to. But yeah, I'm certainly empathetic and sympathetic to that. I wonder if you get a negative emperor, does he make negative cards as well? I'm gonna experiment. Let's see if that happens. No, we have to buy him. We use Chariot Magician. Hermit. We'll take Hermit. And ooh, High Priestess. That could get you your infinite. What is the luck on the wheel? Fortune 1 in 4. I want to say it's 1 in 4 unless you have the dice. Let's get negative High Priestesses. But let's first use these cards here. Let's get a ton of get a bunch of steel, right? So you can be steel, and then you can be steel, and you can be steel. Our non-hearts can be steels. Yeah, I 100% got lucky on that. I won't lie, I was shocked to say the least. Straight flush and 2 pair. We'll leave. Hopefully we can get something better up there, but we'll leave that for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and play. Should be 4,000 easily. Yeah, 16,000. All right. Extra consumable spot. Sure, even though we're getting into negatives, why not? The Hanged Man we don't care for. Ooh. Wouldn't that be nice? Yes over Blue Joker. Okay. So even if we don't, get any benefit out of it, we're just gonna grind those out. Base negative. Nope. $5. We'll keep it. Let's keep playing. Let's play the feud here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 1 steel. Thank you so much. We'll keep our eye peeled for Telescope. Emperor. Yeah. Because the 0.1 is nice and all, right? It's nice and all, but like I need to get something better than just a straight flush up there. So we'll take some copies of Emperor while we're at it. Trips now. Hold on to the money. 2 negative jokers we'll take. Let's see. I'm assuming that the chances of us getting another soul card are minimal at best, so we're just kind of playing through this, looking for vouchers. I feel like that's the most likely outcome. All right. We're not gonna get a second soul card here. Negative the idol, sure. Reroll. Negative basic ass bitch joker, fine. It is what it is. It's not a bad card. It's just not very exciting. All right. Nope. We'll play through this. And then I think we'll take advantage of, we'll force it to be the Emperor now. If we can get cryptid, that's the secret. Yeah, you can buy negative jokers. Yeah. That's the basic definition of the negative jokers, right? Is it lets you slot them in even if you don't have them. So sometimes you get, I always sold on. Nah, you can just buy it. Just slot it in there. That's also like another fun thing you can do if you get exceptionally bored today. Here on Sunstag for you. If you, I had a playthrough not too long ago where like I think I had 8 or 9 negative jokers because I just saved all my double tags until it's like get a free negative joker. Just they didn't do shit. They were like the worst negative jokers I could get. They were horrible, but you could do it. Sometimes stuff can be cool, but yeah, you just plop negative jokers right in there. They go happily. H7 of spades. So the idol is like a good negative joker one because like the odds of that coming up are so narrow. Death was also a good one to copy. If we get a decent card, like this ace, like if we get like a polychrome something or other, then we're talking. Then he becomes a great card to have. Chariot, sure, steal, and Hanged Man, lovers, Empress. Go ahead, you can multiply those up. Next run, negative Emperor. Go up against the Manacle here in a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much is that worth? 12,000. Not quite enough, but not bad. 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard. 1, 2. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn near a straight flush, but it isn't. Even though we've leveled up straight flush quite a bit, we're not going to see it. Alright. Next hand. Blue Joker appears yet again. He can't take a hint. Invisible Joker to make a copy of Perkio. Yeah. But which one goes? Maybe the Bull. Maybe Bootstraps. We're going to duplicate Perkio. Cool. Hopefully we don't suffer because of that. We might. Hell, we might die right here. Let's find out together. One, two, three, discard. 1, discard. Shit. We do have the straight. I mean, we have a straight here, but like... I didn't really level up straights. It's going to take one of our glass cards out of it. We're probably better off doing this so we have more hearts counting up. Or one of our steel cards. But at least it's something. $13,000. We got to bust out these emperors to see what we can make happen. Death, so we can copy. So let's go ahead and copy... And Sun. Well, the exact cards we needed. Wonderful. So let's start by making those. Let's run another one. Temperance. Sure, we'll take some free money. Hierophant will be good. All right. And then we'll use Death to make another one of these kings. Save our last Emperor. This should be 9,000, right? That should be something like 9,000. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. One more hand and we'll get a second Perkio. Sounds great, but yeah, we don't have room for him. The Fool is always good. Glass is great. We'll take Overstock. Just see what else we can get in here. Can we level up flush at all? No. Full house. You get to pick. After you sell him, what you do is we'll have to sell all the other jokers, right? It duplicates the random ones, but we sell everything except Perkio, and then you have 2 Perkios. All right, so you don't let it pick random. You just force 2 Perkios, right? 3 negative jokers. Yes, that's fine. That'll help us a lot. So if we can do 30,000 here, we'll be good. All right. So we'll duplicate this. All right, and then we'll duplicate this. We'll hold on to that Emperor just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's discard a little. Because I know we want 30,000. No, we'll play this. We'll play this. But yeah, Invisible Joker, you basically just have to be willing to sell the other stuff, which we are. Right? Because Perkio doesn't kick off yet. So those are both negatives. So we go like this. Sell. 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 Sell to Perkio. Right? And now buy. I guess buy full houses. Sure. Buy. Justice glass cards. Maybe we'll consider keeping that one. 3 of a kind. And 2 pair. Reroll again. Judgment. Buy and use. We know we got a bunch of hearts. We'll take the heart joker. And green joker, maybe not so much. 14 times flush has been played, so he's a plus 14. Cool. So there we go. So now we got 2 Perkios. Runner. Face joker, whatever. We got, you know, a whole lot of who cares. But hey, it'll be fun. Let's see what we can level up here. There's our flush. But we can't put him up there, so the hell with us indeed. Grab this card. We always make it heart. And then, yeah, we'll see what Perkio copies. It'll make 2 copies of a card. So we got 2 flush ups. Or full house ups, excuse me. Alright, so we can only play one type of hand. We could make it full houses if we hated ourselves. But we do kind of have to make it flushes. Because especially with the hearts here. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a straight flush, but just a flush. And while we're at it, you can go ahead and be a glass card. Flushes again. $36, getting closer. So it doesn't have to be a heart flush as much as we'd like it to be a heart flush. We don't have very many spades left, so chasing that spade is kind of foolish. So 4, 5. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard. Hey, he got happy. 1, 2. Play it, even though it doesn't score. That's fine. We got one more hand to survive. All right, we're not going to do it. So burn our Emperor. What do we get? The Fool, which gives us another Emperor, but only after we use we can't use Temperance. So we have to sell Earth. Use the Fool again. Get the Emperor. Use Temperance. Use the Emperor one more time. Justice and Chariot. Okay, that doesn't help us. Because we have to play a flush, and we can't. Yeah, life is short time. Glass card, yep. We had... I joked about, like, we're not going to catch the spade flush, and we would have definitely caught the spade flush instead. So, that goes there. This goes here. Use. Use. And we're done. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Won't score. What are we going to do? All right. Well, that'll basically end the run. Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I'm going to wrap up here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day in Lower Saxony. I hope it goes very well for you. Hopefully you don't deal with any more annoying customers next time. Always appreciate when people stop by and chat.
Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E just followed.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I usually stream early morning stateside, but you know, you'll see it when it comes up. I mostly play Balatro, but we might be bouncing around with other games. I do have a ton of other stuff to play, but thank you for subscribing, joining, following, whatever the words are. The words follow. The word is follow. I should know the terms. So thank you again. Anyone else who is watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I always appreciate when people watch me. And anyone who wasn't watching me, I'd also like to thank you for not watching me. It means an awful lot when people don't watch me and just leave me the fuck alone. I hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces.